far out in the open ocean lives an animal that sounds almost impossible when described plainly. It is longer than a city bus, carries the largest brain known on Earth, dives deeper than most submarines can safely explore, and hunts in darkness using clicks so powerful they are considered the loudest sounds produced by any animal. This is the sperm whale, also known as the cachalot. It is not just another whale. It is the largest toothed whale, the largest toothed predator alive, and one of the most specialized hunters in the sea. Unlike baleen whales that filter tiny prey from the water, sperm whales are active predators. They pursue squid and other deep ocean animals in a world without sunlight, where pressure is crushing and vision is nearly useless. Their story is a combination of biology, endurance, sound, social cooperation, and human history. The sperm whale's scientific name is Physeter macrocephalus, and the second part of that name means large-headed. It is an accurate description. In mature males, the head can make up roughly 1/3 of the animal's total body length. A large bull sperm whale may average about 16 meters, or 52 feet, making the head alone the size of a small room. This enormous front section gives the whale its unmistakable shape, a blunt, squared-off profile unlike the sleek curves of many other whales. The sperm whale is also unusual because it is the only living member of its genus, Physeter. Its closest living relatives are much smaller animals, the pygmy sperm whale and dwarf sperm whale in the genus Kogia. Together, they are the remaining members of a once broader sperm whale lineage. That huge head is not just empty bulk. It contains a waxy material called spermaceti, historically known as sperm oil, which gave the animal its common name. Early whalers misunderstood the substance, but they quickly realized it was valuable. Spermaceti could be processed for lamp oil, candles, and lubricants, and it became one of the main reasons sperm whales were hunted so heavily. Biologically, scientists still study the exact functions of the spermaceti organ, but it is closely connected to the whale's sound-producing system and may also play a role in buoyancy or diving efficiency. In practical terms, the sperm whale's head is a specialized acoustic machine. It helps focus and transmit intense clicks through the water, turning the whale into a living deep-sea sonar system. Sound is the sperm whale's most important sense in the deep ocean. Sunlight fades quickly underwater, and by the time a whale reaches the depths where many squid live, darkness dominates. Instead of relying on sight, sperm whales use echolocation. They produce sharp clicks, listen for echoes, and build a mental map of the environment from returning sound. These clicks are extraordinarily powerful, with source levels reported as loud as 236 decibels underwater. Decibels in water are measured differently from sound in air, but the point remains: sperm whale clicks are among the most intense biological sounds known. They allow the whale to detect prey, navigate, and communicate across the blackness of the deep. To understand sperm whales, you have to imagine an animal that sees with sound. The depths reached by sperm whales are astonishing. They can dive to around 2,250 meters, or about 7,380 feet. That places them among the deepest diving mammals on Earth, behind only a few specialists such as the southern elephant seal and Cuvier's beaked whale. At those depths, the pressure is immense, temperatures are cold, and breathing air is impossible. A sperm whale must store oxygen in its blood and muscles, slow parts of its body's demand for oxygen, and manage the physical stress of repeated dives. These are not casual descents. They are long hunting expeditions into a zone that humans rarely see directly. Every dive is a journey from the bright surface into a hidden ecosystem where giant and medium-sized squid become prey. The sperm whale's hunting style reflects the strange world it enters. In deep water, prey is scattered, mobile, and often difficult to detect. Squid do not form easy targets at the surface. Many live far below, where they use darkness, speed, and camouflage to survive. The sperm whale answers that challenge with patience, oxygen capacity, and sonar. It descends, clicks into the black water, tracks the echoes, and closes in. Although popular imagination often focuses on battles with giant squid, the real diet is broader and depends on location and availability. What matters is that sperm whales occupy the role of apex hunters in a deep ocean food web. They are not simply large animals drifting through the sea. They are active, skilled predators in one of Earth's most inaccessible habitats. Despite their power, sperm whales do not live the same way at every stage of life. Females and young males usually live in social groups, often called units. These groups are cooperative, and that cooperation is especially important for calves. A young sperm whale cannot dive as deeply or for as long as an adult, and it is more vulnerable near the surface. Females help protect the young and may assist in nursing and care. This social structure creates a kind of shared defense system in a dangerous ocean. Mature males, however, follow a different pattern. Adult bulls often live more solitary lives outside the breeding season. They may travel widely, sometimes reaching colder, higher latitude feeding areas before returning toward female groups when it is time to mate. Sperm whale reproduction is slow, which is one reason the species is vulnerable. Females give birth only every 4 to 20 years, and calves may receive care for more than a decade. That is an enormous parental investment. It also means populations cannot rebound quickly after heavy losses. A single calf represents years of energy, protection, and social support. Healthy adult sperm whales have no true natural predators, but calves and weakened adults can be attacked by orcas. When orcas threaten a group, sperm whales may respond collectively, using their bodies to shield young whales. The slow pace of birth and growth creates a life strategy based on longevity and learning rather than rapid reproduction. Sperm whales can live 70 years or more, and their survival depends on stable social knowledge passed across time. The sperm whale's brain adds another layer to its mystery. It has the largest brain of any animal on Earth, more than 5 times heavier than a human brain. Brain size alone does not translate directly into intelligence, because animals need brains suited to their bodies and environments. Still, in sperm whales, the combination of large brains, complex communication, long lives, social learning, and coordinated behavior suggests a highly developed mental world. Their clicks are not only tools for hunting. Sperm whales also produce patterns of sound known as codas, which can vary between groups and may function something like social identity markers. In other words, the ocean may contain sperm whale cultures, communities with their own acoustic signatures, learned behaviors, and traditions. Human history with sperm whales is darker than our scientific fascination might suggest. In the 19th century, sperm whaling became a major global industry. Ships crossed oceans in search of these animals, driven by demand for spermaceti oil and other products. The danger and drama of that pursuit entered literature most famously through Moby Dick, where the sperm whale became a symbol of nature's power and human obsession. But behind the mythology was a real industrial slaughter. Whale populations were reduced by commercial hunting over long periods, and because sperm whales reproduce slowly, the impact lasted. The same features that made them valuable to whalers, especially their spermaceti-filled heads, made them targets. Their biology shaped both their success in the ocean and their vulnerability to humans. Another substance linked to sperm whales is ambergris. It is a solid, waxy material that can form in the digestive system and may eventually be expelled into the ocean. Over time, floating ambergris can weather into a material prized in perfumery, especially as a fixative that helps scents last longer. Because of its value, beachcombers have long searched for pieces of ambergris washed ashore. It is a strange connection. A deep-diving predator, feeding on squid in the darkness, produces a rare material that can end up in luxury fragrances. Ambergris also shows how human interest in sperm whales extended beyond oil and literature. For centuries, people saw the animal not only as wildlife, but as a source of valuable commodities. Today, sperm whales are protected by the International Whaling Commission's moratorium on commercial whaling, and the International Union for Conservation of Nature lists the species as vulnerable. Protection has changed their future, but it has not erased the risks. A slow-breeding animal with long parental care cannot recover quickly from major population pressure. Modern threats can include ship strikes, entanglement, noise pollution, pollution in the marine food web, and changes in ocean ecosystems. Noise is especially important because sperm whales depend so heavily on sound. A louder ocean can interfere with communication, navigation, and hunting. Conservation is therefore not just about stopping harpoons. It is about preserving enough quiet, space, prey, and safety for these animals to live their complex lives. The sperm whale is one of the clearest reminders that Earth's largest mysteries are not only in space or ancient fossils. Some are alive right now, moving through the deep ocean, surfacing briefly to breathe before disappearing again. It is a predator with a giant head full of acoustic machinery, a brain larger than any other animal's, a voice that can cross darkness, and a social life that may carry traditions across generations. It has been hunted, mythologized, studied, and protected, yet much of its world remains hidden below the reach of ordinary human experience. To look at a sperm whale is to see an animal built for a planet we barely know, the vast, cold, pressure-filled ocean beneath the surface. If you found this helpful, please like this video and subscribe for more explainers.